Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Today's adventure, we're going to start off here in the town of Concord, North Carolina. We're going to look at some of the suburb towns of Charlotte, Concord, Kannapolis, China Grove, and just kind of wing it today. Just have a good time. Look at some of these old school towns. Look how they've kind of developed over the years. Look at some of their architecture of some of their buildings. Should be a lot of fun. I'm inviting you to come along with me. Thanks for being here. So I decided to make the quick stop here today at this old place. This here is the old Stonewall Jackson Training School that opened back in the early 1900s. I've actually documented a video, got into a lot of the history of this old place. It's a very creepy place, that is for dang sure. But I wanted to kind of start my vlog off here because I noticed online right over this way there's an old chapel right across the road, and there's a bridge that I actually walked across in my past video here, and supposedly that bridge has been removed for some reason. So I thought we would start here, kind of walk over there and check it out and see if it's actually removed or not. All right, and it looks like the rumors were true. The bridge that extended out over the highway here, or the road, is gone. Completely removed here in December of 2024. And right over there is the chapel that was part of this school, the training school. So yeah, they totally removed it. I wonder if it was a safety hazard or what happened. Probably a safety hazard, I would imagine. Because when I walked across it, I was thinking about, is this safe? I really wasn't sure. But I went for it anyway. I got across it okay. I've seen other people walk across it, so, but maybe something happened in the last year or so that made it not structurally sound. But that being said, I'm not going to do a deep dive into this facility today. I have a complete video with stories and some of the history that follows this old creepy place. If you did not know, this was a training school for kids that were that broke the law, but they weren't adults yet, back in the early 1900s. And they were still kids coming here, I think all the way up into the 70s maybe. But a lot of really bad, tragic stories from this area. This is probably one of the saddest, spookiest properties I've ever been on. Been into a lot of abandoned places here on the channel over the years, and this one right here ranks up there. It was very spooky when I was here doing my video. I'm not spending a lot of time here today. I just want to come by and check out the bridge, and now we're going to move on and do other things today. So I'll definitely put a link down in the description below for you to go check out my Stonewall Jackson Training School vlog from a few years ago. Enjoy. But don't leave yet. We still got stuff to do today. So this here is our next location. This is the old Coleman Franklin Canon mill, cotton mill, here in Concord, North Carolina. This place is actually on the National Register of Historic Places. It's located at 625 Main Street, Southwest Concord, North Carolina. 6.6 acres, and it was built in 1898. And it was added to the National Register of Historic Places in April 16th of 2015. And you hear that old creepy thing up there, the wind's blowing it. That gutter up there. So the mill was built in 1898 by the Coleman Manufacturing Company, owned by Warren Clay Coleman. Which, the interesting thing about this is he was African American. And you don't think about anything about some African American, being a business owner today. That ain't nothing. But back in 1898, that's only a few, 20 some years after the Civil War, or 30 years, whatever. That's kind of a big thing. That was a big statement. Be an African American, have the moxie to be able to, have your own cotton mill. All right, just wanted to stop by here and see this place. And now we're going to move on up the road and see what else we can get into this evening. All right, here we are at our next destination. We've made our way out of Concord, North Carolina, and this right here is the childhood home of Kannapolis legend Dale Earnhardt. This right here is the home where he grew up and learned about his race cars, right back there in that garage from his father, Ralph Earnhardt. Ralph Earnhardt, Martha Earnhardt right here, and Dale Earnhardt. Childhood home, Kannapolis, North Carolina. You come to Kannapolis, you got to show the legends childhood home. That's just awesome. Okay, so this land right here in front of me used to be where the Canon Mills Company sat here in Kannapolis, North Carolina. And the Canon Mills Company was an American textile manufacturing company based in Kannapolis, North Carolina, that mainly produced towels, bed sheets. It was founded in 1887 by James William Canon, and by 1914, the company was the largest in sheets manufacturer in the world. So right there off in the distance, that is the Kannapolis City Hall and Police Headquarters. And then if we look over here to the right, this building right here in the middle of the screen is the UNC Nutrition Research Institute. And this next building right next to it is Plants for Human Health Institute. This is really cool right here. This is called Veterans Park here in downtown Kannapolis. Have an eternal flame right here, as you can see inside that glass container. It's very nice out here. I also like the water. Little waterfall cascading down. They have another one just adjacent right across the way there on the other side. It's identical to this one. If you entered Veterans Park via Main Street, if you look to your right, you have a sundial right here. It's pretty cool. And then they have the seals on the ground here of all the branches of military that they salute. Have all of them covered. You got the Air Force over there. Right here is the Army. And right over here is the Coast Guard, the Navy, and right over here is the Marine Corps. There's something about these old towns. I love the architecture. Look at this the Gym Theater. They're actually showing Moana too. I thought this was one of those old theaters that was like a dollar theater that just showed like repeat movies, but Moana 2 is still brand new at this time. I think it's only been out for about a week or so, but at the time of this recording, but I love that signage up there. You don't see that every day. Look at the lights out here. They really take care of this place. I mean, all the lights are burning nice and bright. That is so cool. Right here is the marquee for the movie that they're showing, Moana. Look at the ticket booth, the old school ticket booth. Check this out. That is so cool. As you can see, the Gym Theater 1936 has been listed in the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of Interior. That is so awesome. I'm sure my niece, she's going to want to go see that Moana 2 eventually. But not yet. We might wait for that to come on Disney streaming or something. So you can't come to Kannapolis without showing Dale Earnhardt Tribute Plaza. I mean, we did see a childhood home, so at least let's go take a quick little visit to his monument down here. Statue. It's pretty epic looking. This is a real treat right now because I just walked in here to the plaza and there ain't nobody here. It's just me and you and Dale. And speaking of, there's Dale. Mr. Dale Earnhardt. 7-time Winston Cup champion. Hometown hero. That is an awesome sculpture. I mean, check out the job they did when they made this. It looks like I spoke too soon about it just be me and you. As soon as I said that, here comes somebody. I could hear them. I could hear the music. All right, so that was a quick look at Dale. And they do have this other little monument right down here. It says the Intimidator on it. It's got really some nice words on it. I really like that a lot. I've actually put that in my Dale Earnhardt video I made about a year ago. I will put a link in the description below if you'd like to watch that video. I really take a little bit more of a deep dive into Dale Earnhardt's career as a Winston Cup Series driver. Show you a lot of the garages that he drove out of. A lot of people don't realize he drove for a lot more than just Richard Childress. There's quite a few different places, and I show all them off in the video. It looks like somebody actually left this little NASCAR diecast right here. Pretty awesome. So now that we've left the Dale Earnhardt Plaza area, there's a little Disney magic right around the corner. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you that next. So right here on the side of this building, you can design and create and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes people to make the dream a reality. Walt Disney. That is pretty cool. Right here in Kannapolis, North Carolina, somebody decided to paint this on the side of the building. I think that's a great message. All right, now I'm on my way out of Kannapolis as we head toward China Grove, North Carolina, and kind of excited to go see China Grove because I've never been there before. Welcome to Landis. Wow. That Amtrak is flying. Holy smokes. That was awesome. All right, I was on my way driving toward China Grove, and I had to stop because I seen this little community. This is called Landis, North Carolina. But check out this wall mural over here. We got to go over here and check this out real quick. I love the signage up here. It says the lawyer's office. This here is the Lynn Brothers, the Busy Store, since 1901. Rick Locklear, attorney at law, right there. But check out this wall mural right here. That is epic. Greetings from Landis. Yeah, when I first came over here, there was no cars. And I thought I was gonna be able to show this mural out with, like, you know, pretty easily, but all of a sudden traffic got real heavy. But we have to move on now, but I did want to stop by and just check this out. I think this is a really, really cool little town, really cool old Southern charm to it. Really, really awesome. I also noticed right across the road, there's a gas station, an old Shell station. And we're gonna make our way over there next because I seen 2 dinosaurs over there that we gotta just stop by for a minute and just see. Because you don't see dinosaurs very often. You know, and I know that. I told you I found 2 dinosaurs. I know you're probably thinking that's just payphones, that's not dinosaurs. But to me, this is dinosaurs. This is a dying breed. You do not see these anymore. Most of them are like this one, like there's no cord, there's no phone or anything like that. But this one, should we test it? Do you think it's going to have a dial tone? Nope. No dial tone. That was a very, very loud truck. So let's move on. I just wanted to document this, as these things are still around. I mean, 2 of them side by side right here at a gas station in the town of Landis, North Carolina. And just like that, welcome to China Grove. And that is a really cool Marilyn Monroe mural up there on the side of that building. It says pizza, beer, music, meadows. That is pretty awesome. And we're going to go back here and check out this building, but I do see a National Register of Historic Places plaque right here. China Grove Roller Mill, 1895 to 1995. This property has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places of the United States Department of Interior. And right up here is Some signage for the China Grove Roller Mill, a property of the Rowan Museum, Inc. Yeah, this is really cool. That's an awesome building. I love the painted signs on the brick. I just love that old school vibe like that. I just think that is just so awesome. And very festive with their Christmas wreaths up on the windows and on the door. So I took it upon myself to look up a little bit about the roller mills, and that 3-story brick building right there was actually constructed in 1903. Everything else around it was added years after, so that's kind of a cool piece of history right here in the town area. When we first got into town, we seen the mural of the Marilyn Monroe up on the side of this building. If you come to the opposite side, the adjacent side, you see this. It says Grove Cartel, you know, and that just looks gangster right there, but it's actually for a brewing company. So right here next to the Main Street Tobacco and Vape, look, we found another dinosaur. It's real. Right here is another payphone. And I don't know if it's going to have any, you know, dial tone or not. No dial tone. But we're still seeing them today, which I think is pretty epic. Pretty cool when you find not one, not two, but 3 payphones all in the same vlog. That's a record for me. If you like sweets and you're here in China Grove, the candy shop on Main might just be for you. Look at all of this stuff. They have Bluebell shakes. Very nice. Look at all the M&Ms they have here in the window to entice you and welcome you in. Here's their hours of business. Heck yeah. Those are pretty cool looking. I wonder, these M&Ms, you see these holes they have in the sides? I wonder what that's for. Like, what's going on with that? I noticed all the M&Ms, they have like these holes on the sides of them, almost like it's a outfit you could put a small person in and stick their arms out of. I know that's not what it's for, but just thinking out loud there. Never mind this section of the vlog. My wife loves these things. She don't care if it's a Santa Claus or not. She just is so amused when you see the little wind thingy down here blowing the sock and it's waving around and everything. And this one is you know, Old Town Soap Company. Has a Santa Claus waving everybody into the store. Yeah, right here. Old Town Soap. That sign there has got a history. That just looks old. You guys see that? China Grove Drug. Right here on Main Street. Just a drugstore. Oh man, check out. They're actually trying to sell a sled. Like they think we're here in North Carolina actually going to get some snow this year in the foothills. I don't know, man. We ain't seen snow in quite some time. Let's take a little peek in there. Holy crap. Is that deer heads and stuff I see on the wall in that place? Oh my God, what the heck? What kind of drugstore is this? And not only do they have deer, they have all kinds of other varmints in there in the back. Look at them. What the heck? I'm a loss for words. I don't know what to say about that. Unfortunately, that will pretty much do it for me today. We made it to China Grove. What a cute little town this is. Just check this out. Look at this Main Street. Is that not awesome? That is small town if I've ever seen it before. So very cool. As I walk by the candy store one more time to look at these weird looking M&Ms, I am going to do the outro now. So all in all, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. I know it was a little bit different than what I normally do, but I just been wanting to do this for a while and kind of go through some of these small towns. And it looks like they're about shutting down the road. I got here just in time. They're about to throw a party They're about to let it rip like a potato chip around here. So we're going to get on out of here. Thank you so much for watching today, friends. I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I hope to see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon.